There's a place in Southeast Asia where every sunrise feels like the beginning of a poem. A land of emerald mountains, golden rice fields, and endless smiles. Once overlooked, once misunderstood, Vietnam has now captured the world's heart. From the chaos of Hanoi's motorbike symphony to the calm of Ha Long Bay's drifting boats, this is a country where opposites blend in perfect harmony. Vietnam is no longer just a hidden gem. It's the rising star of global travel, a destination where modern explorers find not only beauty, but meaning. This is the story of a nation that turned its past into purpose and its culture into an invitation. Welcome to the rise of Vietnam tourism. In just a decade, Vietnam has transformed from a quiet backpacker's secret into one of the fastest-growing travel destinations on Earth. In 2019, the world began to notice. Then came the pandemic, a pause that changed everything. But Vietnam didn't stop. It rebuilt, it reinvented, it reopened its doors with hope, heart, and humility. And when travelers began returning, they found something magical waiting for them. The country had evolved, not just economically, but spiritually. Tourism here is no longer about luxury hotels or perfect selfies. It's about experiences, real, raw, and unforgettable. Travelers come for the views, but they stay for the feeling. The feeling that time moves differently here, that the world can still be beautiful in its simplicity. Vietnam's landscapes feel like they belong to another world. In the north, Sapa's terraced rice fields roll like waves beneath the clouds. The mountains breathe mist in the mornings, and the valleys whisper songs of farmers who've worked the land for centuries. A few hours east, Ninh Binh, often called Ha Long Bay on land, reveals limestone cliffs that pierce the sky, surrounded by calm rivers and quiet temples. Venture further to Ha Long Bay itself, where over 1,000 limestone islands rise from emerald waters like ancient guardians of the sea. Every rock, every ripple, every reflection feels alive, like a moving painting. In the center, Da Nang and Hoi An showcase Vietnam's coastal grace. Long beaches, clear skies, and nights filled with glowing lanterns. And in the south, the Mekong Delta flows like poetry, slow, rhythmic, and full of life. Vietnam is a land that doesn't just look beautiful, it feels alive. Here, nature is not a background, it's a heartbeat. Adventure flows through Vietnam's veins. Ride a motorbike through the legendary Ha Giang Loop, a road carved through mountains and clouds, where every turn reveals a new world. Dive deep into the world's largest cave, Son Doong, so vast it has its own ecosystem, its own weather. Trek through jungles in Phu Luong, or climb the marble mountains of Da Nang. Surf the waves of Nha Trang, paraglide over rice fields, or camp beneath 1 billion stars in Ha Giang. Adventure here is not just about thrill, it's about connection. The road teaches you patience, the mountain humbles you. The people remind you that the journey is always more important than the destination. Food in Vietnam isn't just a part of culture, it is culture. Every flavor, every aroma, every dish tells a story of survival, creativity, and identity. In Hanoi, you'll find steaming bowls of pho, beef or chicken broth simmered for hours, seasoned with history. In Saigon, you'll taste banh mi, a crisp baguette filled with savory meats and fresh herbs, born from French influence and Vietnamese ingenuity. In Hue, the former imperial city, recipes once served to emperors are still prepared by hand, delicate, precise, sacred. And on every street corner, you'll find plastic stools, sizzling woks, and locals eating side by side, laughing together. Because in Vietnam, food is family. It's not just about eating, it's about sharing, about slowing down, about understanding that happiness can be found in something as simple as a meal. Vietnam's culture is a beautiful paradox, ancient yet young at heart. Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism all flow through daily life, influencing art, architecture, and attitude. But so does modern ambition, a new generation eager to create, to express, to build. In Hue, you walk among emperors' tombs and golden pagodas. In Hoi An, lanterns paint the night in colors of memory. Festivals light up the calendar year-round. Tet, the Lunar New Year, transforms the nation with flowers, fireworks, and family reunions. But the most powerful part of Vietnam's heritage isn't in its temples, it's in its people. Their resilience, their kindness, their ability to rebuild again and again. Vietnam's spirit is one of quiet strength, the kind that doesn't shout, but simply shines. One of the greatest surprises for travelers is how far your journey can go here. 5-star resorts, rooftop dining, private island stays, all at a fraction of Western prices. But what truly defines Vietnamese hospitality isn't luxury, it's sincerity. Whether you're staying in a boutique hotel in Hoi An or a humble homestay in Ha Giang, you're treated like family. A smile here is genuine. A helping hand is instinctive. Vietnam's hospitality doesn't come from training manuals. It comes from the heart. When borders reopened, travelers craved authenticity. They wanted to reconnect with nature, with people, with themselves. Vietnam became their answer. The government responded with new tourism programs, simplified visas, and improved infrastructure, making travel smoother and safer than ever. From bustling airports in Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City to brand new coastal highways linking Da Nang to Hue, the country is ready for the world. Yet, despite modernization, Vietnam hasn't lost its essence. It still feels intimate, human, and grounded. In a world rushing toward the future, Vietnam reminds us to pause and just be. The rise of remote work has brought a new wave of dreamers to Vietnam. Da Nang, once a quiet coastal city, is now a thriving hub for digital nomads. Hoi An offers tranquil riverside cafes where writers, designers, and entrepreneurs work surrounded by lanterns and birdsong. In Ho Chi Minh City, innovation meets tradition, where skyscrapers rise beside temples and startups coexist with centuries-old markets. What draws people here isn't just cost, it's quality of life, a slower pace, a deeper connection, a chance to work with joy, not against time. For many expats, Vietnam doesn't feel like a foreign land. It feels like home. Vietnam's next chapter is green. As tourism grows, so does awareness. In the mountains, eco-lodges powered by solar energy welcome travelers who care about the planet. In coastal towns, fishermen partner with conservationists to protect coral reefs. Local women lead community tours that teach traditional crafts. Students plant mangrove forests to protect against rising seas. Vietnam's rise isn't just about growth, it's about balance. A promise that development will never come at the cost of beauty. The world is watching, and Vietnam is showing that progress and preservation can walk hand in hand. Every traveler who visits Vietnam leaves a piece of their heart behind. Maybe it's the kindness of a stranger helping you cross a chaotic street in Hanoi. Maybe it's the peace of a sunrise over Ha Long Bay, or the laughter shared over a 50-cent cup of coffee in a Saigon alley. The magic of Vietnam isn't in its monuments or markets. It's in the moments. It's in the stillness of a temple at dawn, in the chaos of a motorbike-filled street, in the stories told over dinner tables between strangers who feel like old friends. Vietnam doesn't just give you memories, it gives you perspective. It reminds you that life's richest moments are often the simplest ones. So, why is Vietnam becoming the world's next big travel destination? Because it's real, because it's soulful, because it's alive. It's a place where every sunrise paints a new story and every sunset whispers a promise that tomorrow will be just as beautiful. This is a country that carries its history with pride, its culture with grace, and its future with quiet, unstoppable optimism. From the misty mountains of the north to the golden sands of the south, Vietnam beats with a rhythm unlike anywhere else. It's in the laughter of street vendors echoing through narrow alleys of Hanoi. It's in the scent of incense drifting through ancient temples. It's in the hum of scooters beneath neon skies and the gentle silence of fishermen at dawn. Vietnam is more than a destination. It's an emotion, a melody that stays with you long after you've left. It's a rhythm you'll find yourself humming in airports, in quiet mornings back home, in every story you tell about your journey here. So if you're searching for your next great adventure, look east. Come walk through lantern-lit streets that feel like dreams. Sail through emerald bays where time stands still. Wander through ancient towns where history breathes through yellow walls. Taste the world's simplest yet most perfect bowl of pho on a plastic stool. Share stories with locals who make you feel like you've known them forever. Let Vietnam teach you how to slow down, how to feel again, how to fall in love with the world, one moment at a time. Because once you've been here, you'll never see travel the same way again. You'll realize it's not just about seeing places, it's about feeling them. And Vietnam makes you feel everything. The rise of Vietnam tourism isn't just about numbers or fame. It's about rediscovering what travel was always meant to be: wonder, connection, humanity. This is the new heart of Asian travel, a country reborn, radiant, and ready to welcome the world. Vietnam awaits you with open arms, open roads, and open skies. Come and see for yourself why the world is falling in love with Vietnam.